So today I want to talk about the Pixar series Doug Days. That I don't feel like it's talked about that much, but I personally think it's pretty cute. Doug is probably the best part of Up, which is my least favorite Pixar movie. Like, not my least favorite Pixar movie. That would go to like The Good Dinosaur, but I think Up is really overrated. I have a whole video about why I think Up is really overrated, but Doug is easily the best part of Up, and so to see him get his own series is really good. Honestly, this is better than Up. Yes, I'm gonna say it. This is better than the movie people consider to be the best Pixar movie ever. It consists of a few short episodes, the series on Disney Plus, and it's just kind of a slice of life story. It's a bunch of like slice of life stories featuring Doug, and it's really, really cute and really, really cool. It's really simplistic. The animation is amazing. The music is wonderful, and the story works really well. And this even acted as a finale to Up because the episode / tie-in short Carl's Date played before Elemental, which I do have a video coming up about. But yeah, Carl's Date acted as a really nice conclusion, not only to the show, but to just Doug Day, to Up, the Up, I wouldn't call it a franchise, but the Up story as a whole. This really felt like a natural continuation of Up, because I don't think Up needs an Up 2 or a Down, because it's not really the best movie in my opinion, but it is a complete story, so a short series revolving around everyone's favorite character from the movie definitely, was good, and it was a nice way to continue Up. But yeah, the first story is about just Doug facing off against a squirrel, and this squirrel character will be very, very important later on in the show, and just in general, the squirrel appears in every episode. But yeah, this episode is kind of Doug facing off against the squirrel. It's really funny, really good. Second episode is about him just playing with these adorable little puppies and learning to love these little puppy guys, and it's just adorable. The third episode is about him watching fireworks, and he's scared of them, and then he has a really trippy dream that's like easily one of the weirdest things Pixar's ever made, but I love it anyway. But yeah. Third episode's about Doug smelling things until he eventually smells a fire, warns Carl about it, and gets, like, rewarded as being, like, a hero dog, which is a really nice storyline. All these storylines are really good. But yeah, the final episode, I believe, or the final episode, at least on Disney Plus, because Carl's Date is a separate thing, I guess. But it's about, Russell, and this was a really nice way to bring Russell back, because the main characters in the series are very much Doug and Carl, with the squirrel being really the only other character. But yeah, Russell comes back, and he's learning about the technology that makes Doug, like, talk, and it's actually a really, good premise and a nice expansion on the story of Up. Please don't hate me that I like this way better than Up. But yeah. Russell returns, so that's always good, and he learns more about the squirrel and the bird character, and he kind of comes to terms with them, and he doesn't want to kill them anymore. So yeah, that's a really fun storyline. And then Carl's Date is the finale to Up and the finale to Doug Days. It's about Carl being really stressed because he doesn't want to betray Ellie, but he's been asked on a date by one of his good friends. And it's a really good storyline. It's a really nice emotional things, and Doug tries to help, and it's a really fun finale. And there's even some nice emotional bits in the series, like, as a whole. So that's nice. But yeah. Per usual Pixar, the visuals and music are stunning. I I like that it kind of brings back the Up style, which is a decently nice animation style. It's a little simplistic, but I do like classic, like, simplistic stuff. Doug, in general, he's a wonderful main character, and all the characters in this show really shine, including Carl and Russell, and, yeah, this is just a really, really fun watch, and I'd highly recommend checking it out. I believe it was Pixar's first series for Disney Plus, and it's not as good as, like, Win or Lose, but it is pretty good. Yeah. But yeah, honestly, this is just, like, a really fun little thing that Pixar did, and it was great for, like, the COVID pandemic and such, Doug Mug, but, yeah, I think having Doug be the main character instead of Carl is really good, because I do like the idea of, like, having an elderly person as a main character, but, like, also, like, I don't know, Doug is a very more intriguing main character than Carl was in the original Up movie, but, yeah, this also was just full of, like, little payoffs from the original Up movie, and it's clear that there was a lot of love and work that went into this, so, yeah, it's a really, really good show. Please go watch it. It also has some nice emotional beats, but, yeah, Doug Days is good. I'm sorry if I've been a little repetitive in this video. I did make it way too long, but I didn't really want to cut it down in case I had more to say. But, yeah, Doug Days. And Carl's Date especially is a really nice thing. Do you feel like a natural continuation for Up? And also, like, I don't think they can make an Up 2 because Ed Asner died, but yeah. Yeah, the final thoughts, Doug Days is really good. Go watch it. Better. Okay, fine. You know what? Maybe I'm giving this show too much credit. Up is fine, but this show's just a little bit better than Up. But yeah, Doug Days is really good.